Material becomes rough and pitted as microbes secrete acids and enzymes. More importantly, they begin producing sticky biofilms, complex matrices of sugars and proteins that create a more hospitable environment for newcomers. Ling Nathaniel Jin from the Hong Kong Polytechnic University has mapped these communities across the globe, revealing their remarkable consistency. Plastics aren't just dirty litter, they are living habitats with their own signature communities, he says. We found plastics consistently grow dense, distinctive biofilms, unlike those on natural particles, often hosting as many microbes on a gram of debris as you'd find in tens to hundreds of liters of seawater. Algae arrive next, bringing their own chemical arsenal that further weathers the plastic surface. Then fungi join the community, feeding on the organic carbon produced by their predecessors. At this point, the plastic fragment is a functioning ecosystem with its own food webs and nutrient cycles. The transformation attracts larger residents. Barnacle larvae, detecting chemical cues from the established biofilm, cement themselves to the plastic. Small invertebrates arrive to graze on the microbial meadows. Some organisms even use the plastic as a nursery, with certain species of algae and bacteria producing infochemicals that encourage invertebrate larval settlement, says Amaral Zettler. The plastosphere, we're discovering, isn't just harnessing our detritus, it's actively reshaping ocean chemistry. The true significance of the plastosphere becomes apparent when we consider plastic's mobility. Ocean currents don't respect national boundaries, and neither does plastic debris. A bottle discarded in Indonesia might wash up on a California beach years later, carrying passengers that have traveled farther than many animals manage in their lifetimes. Currents and shipping spread these long-lived rafts across coasts and ocean basins, says Jin. Because plastic fragments act like countless tiny islands, they move microbes across salinity and temperature barriers. Indeed, Jin's research has traced certain microbes found on oceanic plastic back to their origins in upstream rivers, providing clear evidence of land-to-sea transfer via plastic highways. This dispersal system has profound implications. For much of Earth's history, oceans have naturally isolated distant ecosystems. The plastosphere is now bridging these ancient divides, creating a new level of microbial interconnection across the globe. Some hitchhikers are benign, perhaps even beneficial, but others pose serious concerns. Jin's team has found plastic debris carrying Vibrio bacteria, some of which can sicken both fish and humans. They've also discovered harmful algae, such as Pseudonychia, which produce domoic acid, a neurotoxin that can contaminate shellfish and poison anyone who eats them. The risks extend beyond individual pathogens. Richard Quilliam from the University of Stirling in Scotland points out that different types of germs gather on floating plastic, and in these crowded spaces they can trade certain genetic traits. Living in a complex biofilm allows germs to exchange genetic information with other pathogens and make them more virulent or resistant to antimicrobial drugs, he warns. Known as horizontal gene transfer, this can enable germs to learn how to survive the medicines we use to kill them. The plastosphere also offers pathogens advantages they wouldn't have as free-floating organisms, with the biofilm protecting them from UV radiation and temperature fluctuations. Pathogens can survive stressful conditions that would kill them if they were just free-living, says Quilliam, whose research has demonstrated this enhanced survival for bacteria, including E. coli, salmonella, and even cholera. Perhaps what is most concerning is the plastosphere's role as a disease superhighway. Plastic debris commonly accumulates near wastewater outfalls, mariculture zones, and river mouths, exactly where pathogens are most likely to encounter it. Once they've hitched a lift aboard a plastic carrier, these microbes can travel vast distances, potentially introducing diseases to virgin ecosystems. As ocean temperatures rise and currents shift, the plastosphere may become an even more effective route for biological invasions. Warmer waters could extend the survival of stowaway organisms, while changing circulation patterns might deliver plastic rafts to previously unreachable shores. Should you find yourself standing on a beach, watching plastic waste roll in with the tide, it's easy to see only the result of a society trapped in the maw of an addiction to throwaway culture. But the plastosphere forces us to confront a more complex reality. Life doesn't simply respond to human impact, it adapts, evolves, and sometimes thrives in ways that confound our expectations. As a microbial ecologist by training, I've used the plastosphere as a platform for education on the power of microbes. Both plastics and microbes are here to stay, so it's worth learning more about them. For Jin, this capacity for acclimatization offers both hope and concern. Nature's adaptability shines through in how quickly microbes colonize plastic and keep key functions going despite changing conditions, he says. Some plastosphere microbes even show abilities to break down pollutants and plastic components themselves, potentially offering tools for environmental repair. And yet, this